A well-attended Wexit rally this past weekend in Edmonton promoting separatism on the Prairies.
How's everybody doing since the election?
The backlash to the election on the Prairies seems to have been heard across the country, where a new government with a 33% mandate has most Canadians believing Canada is more divided than ever.
They see a party-elected government with less than a third of the vote. They see an electoral map that's divided east-west, urban-rural. They see the rise of the Bloc Québécois. It's hard not to conclude that it's a country that's divided.
The divide we saw on election night with the Conservative sweep in blue across the Prairies is reflected in new data from Ipsos. Canadians were asked, would my province be better off if it's separated from Canada? Now, this is just days after the election, but the number, better off separated, is up to 1/3 in Alberta, 8 points more than a year ago, and 27% in Saskatchewan, up 9 from last year. Now, the number is only 13% in BC and dropping, and in Manitoba, they've never been much inclined to separate. So it is focused on the two central western provinces here. Now, in the rest of the country, only Quebec has significant separatist sentiments. The Prairies in Quebec are interesting because they have similar numbers, but the intensity is going in the opposite direction. Does the election outcome, for example, make you feel angry? Well, Quebec is the least angry province in the country. Only 18% agree the election made them feel angry. In Alberta and Saskatchewan, at least 50% feel somewhat angry.
It is in Quebecers' temperament to be amenable.
The separatist BQ leader made it clear he can work with this parliament, remarkably different from the past. But Prairie apprehension is rising.
We have a more divided country.
It's driven in part by concerns the Western oil economy will be allowed to wither by the rest of the country.
These are historic numbers in terms of level of anger in Alberta and Saskatchewan. They are rising numbers in terms of mood towards separation.
And the challenge for the new Trudeau government will be addressing Prairie anxiety without a single Liberal MP from either Alberta or Saskatchewan. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.